And this is Thomas. I see Sasha's here, and we are broadcasting our pair programming session yet again. And yes, let me go to screen share. And how's it going there, Sasha? Did you manage to pull down that feature image?
No, I got a bit stuck and then.
All right, share your screen and we fix that instantly.
Give me 1 second. I'm engaged in something far more important than.
Yes, of course. Good.
Gravatar. Do I need to sign into Gravatar?
Yes, you have to sign into Gravatar for some reason. Oh, really? Why do you know? I'm just going to close the door because there's a lot of background noise going on here. There we go. So he can't find the server? What is it down or what?
It's not doing anything. Will you make an exception for one more session?
Yes, I can. But that will be the last time.
Yeah, okay.
No, okay. But yeah, of course, no problem. But that's weird that it's down. What the hell? Let me just have a look. Edit. Change my avatar. Site login. Yes, create a new one. If I would like to create a new one. Well, actually, it seems to be something wrong with your. Yeah.
Just doesn't like me. Let's have one more go. Change my avatar. New one. Oh, now it's happy.
Oh.
You ruined its alibi.
I can't even remember my own password to that.
You've got a typo in your email, so it won't work.
Oh yeah, thanks for spotting that one. I don't have to. It's not me who has to change my avatar, so I don't have to do this now. Anyway, it's a pretty good.
I hate picking names from really popular websites.
Oh yeah.
Oh god. Oh, it doesn't let me do underscore. Very nice. I suppose I've got much chance of that. Nope. Shall I come back to this later?
Yeah, never mind. Don't think about it. So, yes, if you go to your...
Oh yeah, I was about to look this up. So check out Thomas branch name, is that right?
Slash. Git checkout Thomas slash, yes.
No, either. Thomas slash statistics.
Have you fetched from Thomas?
Sorry? Yeah, I set him up when we were doing the user status stuff.
Yeah, but do git fetch Thomas just in case. Yeah, it is statistics v2, this there. So if you do git checkout Thomas.
Actually, hold on. Yeah, you can do it that way, but there is another cool way to do it. If you want to see that, can you switch back to develop?
So you're quite faint. Say that again. Switch back to what?
Develop, like check out to develop. Yeah, and then just.
Oh, what's wrong?
Alright, just switch back to master then.
Oh, okay. So he doesn't. He's not. Yeah, he messed up some stuff.
All right.
before.
So do this. First, do git fetch origin, and then develop colon develops. All right.
So
Git fetch
develop
origin.
colon.
Yes. Git.
No, we on the same. Just repeat git fetch. What
Git
simply
fetch
means you
origin.
do this in one line.
I'll just type the command in.
I see.
Okay, but he needs to pull from upstream because it's been a while since he forked that repository. Okay, so just check out develop now. And now you go. There's another command that's simply pasted for you. Git fetch Thomas statistics v2 colon statistics v2. Just do that.
Yeah, this is a quick shortcut. So it just fetches Thomas's branch and then creates a new branch with that.
Okay.
So before the colon is Thomas's branch name, after the colon is my branch name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A new branch.
Yeah. This does what the method I showed you. It's basically the same thing, but I do that in 2 lines, and simply this solution makes it it does the same thing, but with 1 command only. So it's a little faster.
And it's a little less polluting because so you don't have to fetch all the branches Thomas has.
Mm-hmm.
That should
Yeah. Okay. So, and now if you run, you can run if you do cucumber features, what is it? Yeah, dashboard underscore stats dot feature. So that actually runs those, and
You're not the only one with a slow machine. There you go. Everything passing.
Yeah, because it's not so many steps in there. But I would say that if you open that feature file, what was that? Yes, so on line 51, we want to continue to write this scenario. And what we want to do now is, let's just write that, and then we can adjust those steps. So you are logged in, and you have created a project titled whatever, and I visit the statistics page.
Yeah.
Then I should see 5 in quotes 5 active projects.
Is that the integer? Or
Yeah. It's the same thing as on line 41, but you want to say 5. So it's actually capital A and capital P, but it doesn't really matter, perhaps. If you just compare that to line 41, it's the same thing. Yeah. Because we had 4 active projects before, So we should have 5 active projects now, basically, right?
So now we do something similar here as well, or do you just want to do one at a time?
What's it? Yes, you can write. You can finish that on. Yeah. So you go. So given I sign up with a valid user and I visit the statistics page, then I should see.
For Agile Ventures.
Yes. Yes. So now, just in order to make it pass really fast, we could change the word statistics to, in quotes, like slash dashboard, I think. Right? Or what is it? Yeah. And you can change that on both.
Yeah.
Dashboard, yes. I visited dashboard. Actually, I would say I visit, remove the and page. I think it's only I visit dashboard, actually. Yeah. So, and you can run the whole thing. Let's see what it says.
Well, I'm doing that. I guess I might as well do the equivalents for these.
Well, we have to create the step definitions for I create a document because I'm going to show you a quick method of doing that in a while. Just
Yeah. Failing here. We're expecting that.
Okay, so what does it say now?
4 active projects.
Okay. But the first one passed.
So that's one.
That's interesting. Yes, the one with the members passed.
Yeah.
I need to hop off now, so.
Sure, I talk to you later. Let me know if you're gonna submit a pull request with this Slack thing because I want to merge it in rather fast actually.
Sure. Bye for now.
See you later.
Yeah, see you later. Okay. Let's have a look at this error message again. The only thing is the project wasn't created or what, so.
Yeah. Are you expecting? Should it have been? I create a project titled whatever project.
Mm-hmm. Go to that step definition. I create a new project titled whatever project. That's in dashboard steps, I think.
Dashboard.
If you open the step definitions folder.
Remind me what that is. Oh right, yeah. Dashboards.
And there should be dashboard steps. Yes. So if you just type in binding pry right after the hash bracket. The curly bracket before the end. Yeah, there you go. Right, yeah, and run just that scenario. Okay, and now you go projects.last. Capital P, yeah. And what's the title?
Title is Project 6.
Wow. Oh, that's weird. Okay, just hold on a second. I'm just going to check one thing. That's weird. So I'm gonna click on the very stylish new project button, fill in the title with title and submit button. Huh. That's weird.
But we have too many projects here rather than too few.
Well, we had 6 projects, but they are inactive. What did I call them? Oh, it's actually, well, just for the sake of it, if you go back to the feature file, the dashboard stats feature on line 20, we changed that from project 6 to project 7 because, or, well, perhaps not 7, but you have to change 4 to 3, 4, 5 to 4, and 6 to 5. You see, there's a base match in the sequence.
1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 6.
Yeah, so we want a 3. We want it to end at 6. We don't want 2 6s, basically, you know.
Like this.
But that has nothing to do with the failing. Yes, that's.
This inactive thing is something to do with.
That doesn't have to. That's not. The thing is that. Well, that's another error that I'm making in this step, but. But still, if we go with last, that should be what That should be whatever So there's something wrong in the step definition that is used by the projects feature. Let's see here. I clicked the bit to submit title with. I fill the field with value, and that's it. Oh, that's weird. And you could show all those things. Project start. I click on this. Okay, I know what it is. It's there is another required field. So I want you to go. I want you to go to the dashboard steps. Yeah, the step definitions. Not the feature file, but rather the step definitions. Yes, and then on line 6, you make a new line after 5, and I'm gonna give you whatever description with whatever. Yes. Oh, you paste that step definition as soon as you see.
So what's happening on lines 3 to 7 at the moment?
Yes, I'm actually reusing other steps. You see, in this way, I'm creating a step definition made out of other steps.
Mm-hmm.
In this way, I don't have to have them all written out, in the scenario. You know what I mean? I just kind of hide them away from the reader of the scenario.
So where are the bottom level steps? Do you mind if I have a quick look at them, just so I can have a better...
They are. This particular one is. Wait. It's in basic steps, line 99.
I fill in blah with blah. So title with title. Do so how does it know on line 99 what to assign field and value to? Your mic's muted. I don't know if you're talking.
Oh, okay. Well, then it doesn't make any sense that I'm talking. Thanks. Anyway, it says in the step definition, and I fill in description with whatever description.
Yeah.
So that's when the regex checks.
Okay. But how does it know? How does it know how to assign field to this bit and value to that bit? Is it just?
Because it's in the right place. You know,
So
it's
this would
the first regex refers to field,
mhm.
and then it refers if you would reverse them in you know in
So
the
is the regex within a regex here? It sort of somehow knows within this larger regex that this itself is also a regex. Or
well, no, actually, well, conceptually, what you do is what we're doing now. I mean, usually you just use this step in the scenario, you know, and then it's fairly straightforward. Then you know the description is the field, and whatever description is the value. But since we don't want to show that to the end user kind of thing, you know, in whoever reads the scenario, that's why we kind of hide a step within another step, you know, and so that's why you don't. But I mean, Cucumber knows what value fill into each field because we're telling him that in the step, you know, in the scenario step.
scenario step. Which one's the scenario step?
Well, that would be in this case it would be line 6. You know, I fill in description with whatever description.
Okay. I still sorry, I don't want to dwell too long on this, but I still don't understand how this can kind of pick out any bit of that. Is it just because it's in quotes here that it?
Well, it doesn't necessarily need to be in quotes. It is in quotes because we tell him to be. He checks, you know, Cucumber checks for the words I fill in. You see, because it says there I fill in, and whatever comes after that is a value that he needs to store in the variable of field.
What, like, how does it know that the value comes here? And because this just looks like a sort of a whole thing to me.
Yeah, I understand. I understand what you mean. He knows that because whatever comes after the word in is a value.
Yeah, but why after the word in? Why not after the word fill or after?
Because we say it. Because tell him that in. Because if you would remove the word in here in the step definition.
Yeah.
I mean, line 99 through 101 actually tells him, you know, 99 tells him how the step definition looks like.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the when is totally unimportant. It could say then or and or given. That's not important at all. It's just arbitrary. One of the keywords that you use in Cucumber has to be there. And then you have this parentheses. You don't have to have parentheses. There's another mode. If you look at line 111. He's not using parentheses. You see?
Yeah.
Okay, whatever. So and then the slash and the this arrow up. He tells Cucumber that whatever comes now is the part of the step. So he looks for the I and he looks for the fill and he looks for the in.
Yeah.
And then whatever comes after that, since we're telling him that with a reggae expression, you know, he interprets that. You know, he stores that someplace, and we tell him where to store it by giving that argument a name later on after the two.
Okay,
right?
So sort of hard.
And the double quotes are just there for the user. It's not even for Cucumber. He doesn't care about the quotes.
Yeah.
He only cares whatever is the within the parentheses. It means that whatever is in there should be treated as it should be stored into this variable.
Okay, so down here, what's getting stored is where's the first parenthesis? This. No, hold on.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So this
well, that is actually. This is actually a little more complex than that. So let's not dwell on 111 because it's actually more to it than that. But yes, let's stick with something that is fairly simple and I mean, if you have if you have only if you look at line 91, for instance, or line 87.
Yeah.
Yes, when I follow and there is a regex expression there.
It's basically a regex of some sort.
Yeah, they're all the same. They just that regex actually means all, all characters that there is.
Okay.
And that is stored in text, and you can arbitrarily, you can have a discussion whether text is a good variable name in this case, because it isn't. We had this discussion before, actually, about this particular step definition. That should say link, because what we're doing later is we're doing a capybara action, click link with that text, right? So in this case, we only have one regex, so we only have one argument, one variable, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And now we've got two regexes. Okay. I think I'm happy with this for now. I might suddenly flip out later on and decide that I don't understand it as well as I thought I did. But let me stop waiting.
Well, it's not that complicated. It's like the fill in is a capybara action, and what do you want to fill in? Well, the field that you passed into this regex, and that is the label of that field. You can also pass in the CSS or whatever, and then with something, and that's the value that's passed into this variable. So that's the value passed in. I see that on line 100 we're using the old hash format of Rails, but we don't have to refactor that. Right?
Yeah, I guess what
okay.
Was like this whole section here is or looks like a regular expression. So then to say like this is a regular expression is sort of like that. Anyway, yeah.
Okay, I understand the confusion, but yes, there's regex within regex in this case. Yes.
Okay. And it can just read that because it sort of ignores this because it knows that it's kind of generic or something like that. Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. Let's move on.
Yeah. Let's go back to the dashboard.
Yeah.
Steps, yes.
I've just done this.
Yeah, so you pasted that, I fill in description with. Okay, so because the problem was that both title and description are required by the project's model to pass validation. So there was no project. Even if the step passed, but the project was never created. So if you go back to your console. To command line interface. I just press C to continue, or okay. So and run this step again.
Can't remember if I took out the binding the prime. No, I didn't. Oops.
I would keep the binding pride actually.
Okay.
All right.
But it's worked anyway. It's happening.
Okay, that's okay. Well, that's all right. Then we don't have to do that.
Should I get rid of the binding pride line?
Yeah, no, you can get rid of it. I just wanted to manually go in and check what the last project was, but it doesn't really matter. We know that it's okay now. So all right. So now the next step, and now we already saw what I wanted to, I want to save for later. If you go back to the feature file, and that could be a conceptual challenge for you now. If you go to so we've written the first two scenarios, and you know that the step definition on line 53, and I create a project titled whatever project is a set of different other steps that in order to create that project, right? So I would like you to write on line 59, and I create a document, with titled whatever, and the challenge for you now would be to create a step definition, made out of steps from the documents feature.
Mhm.
You
So
know.
that would still go in dashboard steps.
Yeah, yeah. So you can start now. You can start by creating the do block first. You know.
And wait. Yeah. Okay, right.
Or you can copy the whole thing. Actually, you don't have to make it harder for you than it is.
I guess. And I create a document.
Yes.
Be careful with this.
Now you said entitled rather than entitled, but it's okay.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
It's better English, you know. I'm a foreigner here, so you know. Perhaps you want to use entitled.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure if it is better English. Titled maybe.
Okay.
Yeah.
And now you go just to create yeah, and yeah, there you go. And now you go steps, and this percentage sign is Q, and yes. And now we're gonna our problem, or you know, whatever we want to do, we have to find step definitions that are already there in place. So we don't have to write much right now. I would go to, you know, we want to create documents, right? So
Yeah.
let's go to document feature file. There should be, you know, somebody has already written that. That shouldn't be in step definitions, but rather in the feature directory. Yes. So what do you have? Create a new document page should have a back button. No. Show a document. No. Create a new document. Look, line 30. So we already have a given I'm logged in. Yes. So given I'm logged in on the show page for project Hello World. Then I click the Join Project button, I click the Create New Document button, I fill in the title, and I click Submit. Yes, I believe, yes, just to make it easy for us, we should have line 32 through 36. Yes. And you just paste that in on line 13. Okay, and let's go back to the feature file of yes. Well, yeah, there you go. What are the names of any project? Let's go up to the very top. We don't want to use whatever project because it's already just been created, and sometimes we randomize the order of the, you know, of the scenarios. So we're just gonna pick active project, and there is a project 1, I think, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So go back to the step definition. Yeah, so given I'm on the show page for project, and instead of Hello World, I would say project 1.
I should presumably be.
Yeah, then I click the Join Project button because you're logged in, no problems. Then I click Create New Document, and yes, exactly. And that should create a new document for you. So let's go back to the feature file.
So then,
And I visit dashboard, and I should see 3 documents created. Easy peasy. Yes. And let's run this thing.
It's happy.
All right. Okay, let's do the same thing on the articles.
Yeah.
And now you figure it out all by yourself.
I'm logged in and I create. What's the difference between an article and a document? It doesn't matter.
Well, it's on the site we have this blogging engine where you post articles. Well, documents are something that needs to belong to a project. It's just a different thing. Exactly. Good.
Oops.
Well, you're editing our article now. These are not the right steps.
Am I? Oops. I took it from the wrong. Oh, right. That sounded a bit.
You see on line 50 it says should be able to edit, but
Yeah, no, I somehow saw this and then somehow. Yeah, never mind.
no problems, no problems.
All right, I'm logged in. I'm on the article page. Uranus. Create button. Given. Find content.
Yes, and it's smart of you to bring in the content because I think it's a required field.
I guess this can just be anything. What did I do before? Button. Let's try that.
You see, now when we're going over various files and we have a look at those step definitions and those scenarios.
Mm-hmm.
There are different people who have written these scenarios. That's why I mean
7 and 17.
Yeah, you look at 7 and I click the submit button. On 17 it says I click submit. On 28 I see I click the create button, you know. So should it be create or should it be submit, you know, across the app? You know, that's a decision we should make. Just to be consistent when you create stuff. Submit is more generic, but I would say that a project should be created and a document should be created. So I would, at some point perhaps refactor that to be created. But it's, as I said before, it's so many people have been involved in the development of this app. So the look and feel of the application is not consistent, and also the way the tests are written is not the same across the board.
Yeah.
But anyway, is it passing?
Yeah, it was.
Good. Good. What else should we do then at this stage?
So we've just created tests that.
We haven't moved so much forward rather than just updated the test.
What was already happening.
Yeah, and it's not a bad thing actually, because the first test wasn't good at all.
This 32 stuff.
But we are thinking about. Let's have a look at the lo-fi again. We are thinking about having, yes, the pair programming and Scrum meetings. Kind of, the total sum of them. So we could start with that. You could sit.
I'm just gonna run to the toilet. I'll be back in 60 seconds.
Sure, no problem. We need to go. And we go to schema, and we go to instance.
Okay, back.
Okay. We need to create some event instances in order to be able to, create, to calculate the duration of things, basically. So let's have a look at. What you can do. You can commit your changes in the meantime. So that is, as a commit at least, and you can push up to your GitHub as well. Let's see, event instance, event content feature. I'm not feature here. The following events exist: Scrum, retrospective, working retrospective, client meeting, start date, duration, 15 repeats now. Create hash. Why is it bad? Following events with active hangouts. Event instance create, events create hash, hangout URL, update one event, updated at, but we can't. Oh. Events, hangout features, following events. That was weird.
What was that?
I'm thinking. See, he's using here in this Hangout feature. He's using a background, saying given following events exists. Okay, so that's cool. But here he's talking about duration and repeat. Oh, okay. Okay. Why do we have a duration attribute on events? It's totally irrelevant. Because events is just used. The events model is just used to create a series of events. With like reoccurring scrums or client meetings that we know will happen the same time each week or something. The whole the information that we're actually using isn't stored in events; it's stored in events instance. So, and the duration of an event instance is what we are looking for, and just it doesn't have to do anything with what we're doing right now, but duration on an event model is totally irrelevant. It doesn't. It's not used for anything. It shouldn't be there. But never mind. This stuff has been refactored so many times, and it's kind of weird. But the thing here is that there seems to be a step definition saying giving following events exist with active hangouts. Well, with active hangouts should be with active, with recorded, or well, active is not active. Actually, it's. Oh, here we are. Following hangouts exists. That's more interesting for us. Create hash. Okay, but is it used someplace? Let's see. Copy F. Let's find that if it's used. And following hangouts. Where is that? On. Aha. Okay. Okay. YouTube. Oh, here we are. Okay, so we can copy this. Did you push up to your GitHub?
Yeah. Should be on that.
Okay, pull slash statistics version 2. Yes, because what I want to do now is I want to create some hangouts, so they are already hangouts in the database, and then I want to do the same thing that we did with the other objects. I want to create a hangout, and I want that I want to see that there are one hangout more than it used to be, or no. Well, yes, no, we're going to calculate the hours, and that's not the amount of hangouts. Let's okay. Let's think about it. I'm just going to run the feature file to see that everything is passing on my computer.
Yeah, I was just looking. I'm just trying to finish up the projects for the CV, or just tweak the readmes and stuff. And I ran an RSpec on one of them, and in fact, I think on both of the tic-tac-toe and work map, and suddenly tests are failing.
Oh,
They weren't failing before.
oh shoot! Did we do something?
I don't think so. It seems like one of these things. If you just kind of put socks in a drawer, they just. Maybe that analogy might not mean anything. But yeah, you put socks in a drawer. As a friend of mine says, you put 9 pairs of socks in a drawer, and open it a week later, and you have 13 odd socks. A test seems to behave a bit like that.
We usually say that similar expression about washing your socks or your underwear. You put in a even amount of socks, and you take it out from the washer, and it's always one missing for some reason.
Yeah.
That's the way it is, I guess. Let's see. Is it passing or is it not passing? Yes. I don't know why my computer is so slow now. It used to be so fast.
How old is it?
No, it's well, it is like, what is it now? 2 years almost.
It's almost the same age as mine.
It's not. It's an iMac stationary computer. It's not a laptop.
Yeah.
I have a laptop with Linux installed on it, but I hardly ever use it. But yeah. So let's go back to dashboard stats and close this. And the following, let's give the following project, and the following hangouts exist, and start and title project, event, Scrum.
So these lines, the following X's exist. Do they basically mean before you run the cucumber test that follow them, create one object of the specified type with
yes. Like what we're gonna do now, for instance, like the following hangouts exists. If we go to that step definition, so this is what it does. This is quite complicated because he has to create a lot of factories. So yes, I don't need, for whatever I'm doing, I don't need all this. But since it's here and it's already a defined step definition, I'm going to use that because it makes my life much easier. But yes, there should be some statement here, and we could potentially refactor this if we want. So for like here, if map participants, if there are any, so I could. The way this is written now, I cannot leave out participants. But out of my perspective, it's not. I mean, I don't need that to do whatever I want to do. I want to. The only thing I want to do is calculate the duration, right? So this is way too much information for me. Yes, you see here, this is not. This is not necessary, and this is not necessary either. Host Alice, and yes, start time. And the only thing I need is a start time and end time,
Yeah.
Basically, so yeah. It feels a little too much. The following hangouts exist. Steps. Yeah, but it doesn't matter. We can a second. Let's see here. But well, you see here, this step here is much simpler than the one. Huh. Why do we have two-step definitions? That's weird. Isn't that weird?
Is it one given and the other and, or something like that?
But they are exactly the same.
So does that mean that one is just overwriting the other?
Yeah. Huh. Because you see, if I jump to this one now, I go to this. It's in Hangout steps RB, but in event steps RB, there is this following thing. Given following. Huh. Given the following. Okay, you see here, this is the following, and this one says following. So, okay, so this one is better for us because it's much simpler. And
does the little caret at the start, is that the regex for it begins with this?
yes.
You might just find it anyway, even if it's missing a word before.
No, actually no. It needs to be exact. So it was the the here. You see that there is a the in this one, and it wasn't here. And now he just, I mean, I think that this one is much better suited. Oh, what's up now? Yeah, I think this one is much better suited for us. And actually, I'm kind of. Well, yes, of course, he creates a lot of users. He creates an event. He creates event instances. Okay, so yeah, this is way too complicated for our our needs. So let's forget about this.
Just wondering if it would be worth in there just changing the line in the dashboard steps. Where it says given the following hangouts exist, maybe making that line more specific and saying given the following populated hangouts or fully populated hangouts exist or something.
One could say that, yes. Yes, if we would like to refactor that particular feature file now. Because he uses that here, given the following.
Yeah, I mean, I wonder if that would help sort of other people who do something similar avoid that headache.
Probably yes. Probably yes. We're not going to do that refactoring now, but you're right on. It should be. And following Hangouts exists. In this case, it's a live session. Date is whatever. This is also strange. Why? You know, people are reinventing the wheel sometimes. We already had that. DeLorean time travel to time past. Date is. Well, never mind. Yeah, but this is really a little strange actually. And also we don't use end time. Yes, this step is really it's not badly written because it's kind of readable, but out of you know, if you would for instance, if you have to explain this for a non-technical person, this is a little too much info for him, you know. And also just small details. I would say like start time and end time, they would be, you know,
next to each other,
for instance, you know. And this is like it's too much info for event. I mean, this is a category, so it's, you know, shouldn't it say what it says category here? Scrum, you know, why does it say Scrum here on event and pair programming here? You know what I mean? I mean, if an event is something, I mean, if an event is named as a title of Scrum, then the category for this Hangout shouldn't, logically, couldn't be pair programming. It should be also Scrum. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And a retrospective is a retrospective. It's not a client meeting. So there are logical flaws here, I think. And this is Hangout URL. It's okay. It's not a big thing. But I don't understand why it's here. This could be hard coded in the step definition, actually. If you really need that. And YouTube video, well, okay. It's also a little too much info for a non-technical person. Yes, and before that I visit Hangouts. I should see. Again, it's if you have a look at this scenario, overall it's way too complex for my taste, and also there isn't much interactions going on. So I would, if that was written and submitted as a pull request today, both me and Brian would react to this and say, this is not a Cucumber step. This is a view spec. So write that in our spec, and put it away in that folder. A Cucumber should actually have some interactions by the user, and it should be easy to explain for a non-technical person. So, yes, this should be refactored, but it's not our job, not today. So, by Hangout feature. Okay. Yes. The thing here now is that, let's see, we have a schema RB, so let's just grab this. Okay, so now our challenge is, of course, to keep this as simple as possible, yet readable for somebody that is non-technical, right? So I like his start time, but we're not going to use it right now. We're just going to use, created at, and we need a full date for that probably, and updated that, because that's the way we calculate the duration, right? And we have a title, right? We need a title, and we need create and updated that. And what is it more that is? Let's see. Let's go back to model event instance validates. So there's no validations on this. Wow. Okay, that's also whatever. So we need a title, we need a create and updated that, and yes, we need a category, right? Because we want to separate the scrums from pair programming events. Okay, so we don't need anything of this. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So there we go. Off and just go before not code. There you go. Create that, update that. Yes. So participate video user. We don't need that. I think we. Yes. So let's just try this. I think we will get an error on this. The title website one, title, and categories. Yes. Okay. And we go to step definition, the following is, and we go And yeah, we can just run whatever. I want to see whether this is okay for him, to say that, when we only pass in some time, actually he wants the whole date probably,
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
a working theory here for me is that, okay, so if I just pass in the time, perhaps it takes today as a,
or maybe
as,
just
as,
some default time, sort of something.
yeah.
Yeah.
So let's.
You give it just a date in the Ruby time.new, it just a year, or it just the beginning of the year or something.
So let's, or if you take something from the factory or so, whatever. Let's see. So event instance last. Yes, actually, my theory worked. You see, he takes today's date and adds that time that we asked him to add, 11:10. So let's see. So the previous one should be what?
What is Y? I haven't seen.
It's usually in Rails console. It pretty it displays the results in a not in on one single line, but create a line break, so it's easier to read. Yes, 11:15. And yeah, so let's see here. What did we have? Yes, we had 11:15, 11:15. Okay, so let's set this one for 15 minutes. So this would be 11:30, right? And yes, the pitfall here could be something. Yes, this could be 1 hour. Yes. So let's continue this. Continue this. What? Why is it? Why are you doing this? What? Anyway, let's run this again. Oh, here. Oh.
It's because we're running all the feature specs in the file.
Yeah.
We've been binding the price several times.
Hello.
But one would think that this. Okay. I wasn't aware of that. I thought that it was done like a before block, and was just done once. But it seems like it's repeated for every scenario, and that pretty much sucks because that means that we're doing stuff that we don't need to do. You know what I mean? It's like we don't need the events or hangouts being created for any of these scenarios. I thought, yes. Well, anyway, let's see here. So, event instance first. Okay. So if I go events and duration. Okay, 900.
So just another question about the syntax here. Table.hashes, is that a hash where each heading in the table is a key?
Yeah.
With, I guess, an array of values of the things below it in the column?
Yes, if that's what in this particular case here. I mean, you see, if this would be something else than created at, you just created, then this wouldn't work. So this table heading needs to be the same thing as the attribute that you want to create. So this is the quickest way to do this actually, because then you just go, and take that hash, pass it into the create method of event instance, you know, but you know, in this case, you're actually creating this yes, you are actually creating. You're hitting the test database and creating those event instances. I think that it would be enough to use factory girl here. You know, just to create those objects in memory. You don't actually have to write them to the database. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yes, to answer your question, it's this hash is passed in as attributes.
Yeah.
And also, I don't understand why he used a bang here. Because that force. Okay, I understand what it is. So even if I was using invalid attributes, like missing something, you know, that needs to be validated by the model, he would still create that object because we have this exclamation mark here. You know, that kind of bypasses the validations.
Okay.
And one should be, I mean, in code, in production, one should be very careful not to use this. Because, you know, if you have validations for a reason, right? And so you shouldn't be bypassing that.
Are you sure it does that? I thought creating something with a bang just meant it threw an error.
Exactly. That's
what okay. I thought that was...
Normally,
so once again...
That it throws an error if that thing is missing rather than just not saving the object, I think.
Okay. Oh, then I was totally mistaken here. Okay. Good to know. Thanks. We sorted that out because that was a misconception on my side. But anyway, I would use factory girl here rather than creating an instance. But it doesn't really matter for us. We don't have to refactor this at this point. And we have the duration, and so we can just move on. Okay. But I guess we need to create some more scrums and some more. Here we are. You know, in order to actually have something to calculate, right?
Yeah.
So we give this like 9 o'clock to 9:40. That's half an hour. Here we have 1 hour, and here we have 12:10 to 12:40. So that should equal 2 hours for us, right?
I wonder if it's worth having overlapping scrum times just to make sure that that doesn't end up an error if it ever really happens. Not scrum times, well, maybe both, but pair programming times.
Sure. Like this. Now we're overlapping 10 minutes here. And we can just, well, whatever, we can go 8 o'clock to 8:30, 10:15 to 11:45, and 11:30 to, if we go 11:45 on this, so we're overlapping as well, and this should be 15 minutes. We have hour and a half here, right? And we have 30 minutes. So 2 hours and 2 hours and 15 minutes, right?
Yeah, what for their scrums?
Yeah. And we had
2 hours total for the pair program.
Yes. Okay. All right. So, and okay, so we just create a scenario. So Yo, user creates a Scrum meeting. Hosts actually hosts a Scrum meeting and then visits the statistics page. Yes. So again, given I'm logged in, and I create and I host a Scrum meeting and visit copy and I visit for Scrum meeting for 2 hours for 20 minutes, 30 minutes. Well, okay, like this. And I visit dashboard, then I should see, and I should see. Should I see the Scrum? It was 2 hours and 45 minutes. Yes. Well, how did we do that on the dash? So it's in hours, right? It's not in minutes.
Probably makes sense to have in minutes, I guess. Maybe not. I don't know.
I should see. Yes. Yes, so let's say minutes then. Then they say it's 120, 135, 165 minutes, right?
Sorry, where are we? Scrum 165.
Yes, if you've hosted for 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's how that for now. I mean, we're not there yet. Yes. We have to create this step definition. And I do it like this. Dashboard steps. Yes. And yes, we have to calculate the duration. So, okay. How do we do this in a smart way? Well, we have to create variables for created at. Yes. So updated at equals. Okay, equals time. Is it time or is it time date? Date time? Date time. No.
Never really sure what the difference between time and date time is.
And created. Well, it can and created at equals updated at. Hold on a second. There's somebody at the door. I'll just be right back, okay?
Okay.
Oh, hold on a second. That's the way you do it. That's the way you do it. Yeah, what up? Hey, go back. Puss, puss. Puss, puss. Nej. Men jag måste bara, jag måste bara göra en sak till. Greenpeace was at the door. They wanted a donation. I was like, and my wife, she starts stuttering, like, and I go, no, we're supporting other organizations. Thank you, goodbye.
I think you have a higher quality of door-to-door people than we do.
Yeah. But they were very nice. So she was just smiling and said, oh, okay, thank you very much, goodbye, bye-bye. Anyway, created that. So, okay, so we've updated this right now and created it should be, well, it should be updated at minus the duration, but how do we can't just say that because duration is in minutes. You know what I'm trying to do? I'm just trying to just.
I mean, you can just give it a large number of seconds, I guess. I'm not sure if that's a very user-friendly way of going about it.
I don't know. Let's go to. Let's go just and see what we can do in the cons. You know, while debugging. See if we can calculate that. Where's my Hangout window? There you are.
Apparently you can do... What?
What?
Apparently you can do integer dot years or hours or something. I'm not sure where that comes from.
Really?
I don't know. Yeah, that was in the example I gave for setting up that distance of time in words. They used they set from time as time.now, and then another argument is from time plus 50 dot years, which I don't know, that seems a bit weird, but
yeah,
maybe it will work.
What? User edition. Okay, so just have to comment this out. Even I'm breaking for debugging before this. He seems he doesn't want to accept. So in the meantime, I can just try to figure out. Let's see. Raise, time. Well, datetime is actually, I think that datetime is what you want because I'm not quite sure. Well, actually, it's very easy for me to find out because we could go to schema. Here we are, and it is datetime. You see? Created that and updated that is datetime. So it's not a date and not a time, but it's both of them. You know. So if we go to there, datetime calculations. Let's see here. Where did I go? This is new data represented.
Yeah, it sounds like you could do number dot hours or whatever. And that would actually.
If you go,
Can you do like updated at plus 50.hours or something?
But if we go like this, minutes ago. Duration. Yes, what is duration? Duration. Hold on a second. Yes.
Du skulle behöva din hjälp om ungefär 5-10 minuter.
Hur mycket?
Om 5-10 minuter.
Av 10 kan du få.
Innan maten.
Okej.
För jag väcker Gigi nu och sen så måste jag få hjälp.
So, how did we do this in this? Did we do it? Actually, we created 1 month ago. One. Okay. Create that. Wow. Well, couldn't we do? Okay. Couldn't we do? You know, duration dot minutes dot ago on this. 30, right?
Well, duration is the string 30.
Yes, so we need to go duration dot 2i, right?
Yeah.
Okay, that's 30 now. So if you go duration to dot minutes dot ago and
Underscore ago.
is it?
Oh, sorry. Was it?
Oh, it's actually, yeah.
Looking at what you did above.
And we go date time dot now.
Yeah. This is gonna get. Except for the same reason, isn't it?
Yeah. So what time is it actually right now? Well, if you go, okay. So if you just go durate. If you just so it's quad 18 daytime now is 18 is 40 minutes past 6, right?
Yeah. So it's just ignored the argument, I think. No, it's okay.
Okay, if we go okay, if we go created at equals so date, okay, this is now, so created at equals no. So if we just do created time minus, oh, we can't do that. No. Okay, okay, so we're not in the right place. True answer, 2 starts out. Now. Yes, but we don't have that. We want to. It's the calculation is from the other way. You know, I mean, it would be easy if we had updated and created that attributes, but we want to create. We want to create the. Yes, we want to set the created at to time right now. Well, but should that be possible? So duration minus what? This works, you know. So if we go yeah, well, okay, well, so shouldn't this be? Yeah. Oh, yes. Oh, this is not 30 minutes. It's almost. Oh, okay. Oh, but UTC plus 2, is that when we? Okay, so okay. So okay, let's just recap. Date now.utc is 19 minutes past 4. You know, and
Can you expand the screen slightly?
Huh?
Could you expand the font slightly? It's okay. The white stuff is okay. The dark blue stuff is quite hard to read.
Okay, better.
Thanks. Yeah.
Okay, so daytime now in UTC is 19 minutes past 4. Okay, and created at is like now, but minus, you know, like 30 minutes ago, but also in UTC.
Yeah.
You know, and that is yes, 10 minutes to 4, and that's all right, isn't it? 20 minutes, so this should be 15. 15. Yes. Got it?
Yeah.
So this is what we need to put down here in dashboard steps updated. So updated that, yes, and created that to UTC. Yes, and so we want to do create, yes, so what is it, the title, what do we have there? We were using schema on, yes, we have titled, created that, okay. So create and then title. So single quotes names, and then updated that. Copy. Updated that, and created that. Is created that. Okay, and now we go. And now we go again. You won't see 165 minutes because we haven't updated the view yet, but so it will fail for us all the time. But it doesn't really matter. The only thing I know is whether this this event instance has been created.
Yeah.
For now, because then we know that if we actually, you know, update the view, we can make it to pass. Yes, so just gonna go copy dot last event. Yes, and it's created at 15:53 and updated at 30 minutes later. Yes.
Sounds good.
All right, cool. And that's what we need to make this pass, I guess. So I'm just gonna Well, no, we also need a category because we were a Scrum meeting. Yes. So look, we're just gonna do like this and go category, and we're gonna go copy. Yeah, we're gonna go like this there. But we're gonna want to titleize it. Titleize. Is that right? I think so.
The L should come for the Title. Assuming this is a real method, I don't know, but like if you're going to spell titleize.
Yes. So we just active support. Yes, I think it's there. So yeah, you see now I just moved this regex, you know, and I exchanged the word Scrum for it. You see, but I'm not using quotes. So if you go back to the feature,
yeah,
that should no. What? This should be blue actually.
Blue.
Yeah, it should change color actually, but it doesn't. It doesn't really matter. But this is now Scrum is also a variable. It's passed into the category variable. Yes. Let's just remove this and just run this again, just to make sure that this titleize actually works.
What is the regex actually doing? It's so the parentheses are relevant. I mean, sort of know regexes, but I don't know the up arrow. I guess is just starts with. What's the quote standing in for?
I don't know. I'm not a regex expert. I just know that this works. Let's see. So yes, you see the category is Scrum. Even though we used small s, he titleized it, so it's capital S now when it's stored in the database. So that's what the title is. Yeah, because the category is, Scrum. If I titleize it, it's Scrum. All right. Okay, so let's see. Git commit. Well, actually, let's see. Git commit. So now I need to take off for a while.
Okay.
But I'm gonna push up git push. And if you want to, of course, take this down to your repo. And if you like, what you could do is to create another step definition. Well, another scenario where you create a pair programming session.
Right. Yeah.
For like whatever minutes,
Yeah.
Yes. And actually, just and then you well, so you can reuse this step, but I see there's a flaw here. You see, we have this word meeting in the step definition.
But
I would actually agree.
I guess you could have pair programming meeting. Maybe.
Yeah, you could have that. Yes.
Anyway, yeah.
I would change that to Hangout, actually, Scrum Hangout. Pair programming Hangout, and then you have to update that in those here as well. You have to change this word to Hangout.
Okay, I think I can do it.
Yes. Okay, and push up, and then after that, if you'd like, if you have more time, but we're gonna have I'm gonna have dinner and stuff, with family. We'll have a developer meeting in an hour and a half or something. If you like to join that, you're very glad.
Yeah, I'll join if I'm free. Sort of later in the evening. I gradually become less free depending on how various things go.
Absolutely. Well, if there's anything more, there is this view spec for dashboards, index. Yes. So there is some stuff here that actually, Yes. That's rather weird. I thought there were more into this file, but never mind. Okay, but you can get acquainted with this file as well if you like. But the code is pushed up to me, and always a pleasure pairing with you.
Yeah.
All right.
You've already pushed.
Okay, talk to you later, brother.
See you later.
Cheers. Bye-bye.